of a fee like this, it's not supposed to be punitive. So, I mean, that was one of the arguments that was made of, well, it should be lowered because it's not supposed to be punishing him in order to be able to appeal.
Now, this situation is frozen for the duration, at least, of the appeal to the Appellate Division, First Department, which is a notoriously slow court. So I think this means months of no action in this case against his property. So that's good news.
Greetings, dear viewers. Prepare to witness the extraordinary unfold before your very eyes. In a remarkable twist of fate, what seemed practically impossible has now become a reality, bringing immense relief to former President Donald Trump and his associates. The appellate court has delivered a monumental decision, slashing the daunting bond from a staggering $464 million to a more manageable $175 million. But hold on to your seats, for the plot thickens. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, assistance arrives in the nick of time, rescuing Trump from the brink of uncertainty. Yet a burning question remains. Who extended this lifeline to the former president, and how did he manage to overcome the seemingly insurmountable challenge? Enter Don Henke, a figure shrouded in mystery, yet intricately linked to this unfolding saga. Join us on a journey of discovery as we unravel the enigmatic connection between Don Henke and the case at hand. Let's embark on this captivating exploration together. Who is Don Henke, the billionaire whose insurance firm provided Trump a $175 million bond payment? Let's dive into the intriguing story behind the $175 million bond posted by former President Donald Trump and his co-defendants in his New York civil fraud case. This significant sum was made possible by an insurance company led by billionaire Don Henke. Henke, a mogul renowned for his success in car dealerships and subprime auto loans, has amassed a fortune estimated at $7.4 billion, surpassing even Trump's wealth. Despite never having met or spoken with Trump, Henke's company, Knight Specialty Insurance, provided both cash and bonds as collateral for the appellate bond. Does it make sense? This bond serves as a guarantee of payment should the judgment against Trump be upheld on appeal.
On Henke. Henke is kind of famous for taking on risky bets. In the insurance world, he's known as the king of subprime car loans. Yes, he's the king now, but one day the throne will return to its rightful heir, Lord Floppy Noodle. Henke, we hail you, Lord. Henke. The downturn happened after Truth Social posted a loss of $58 million in 2023. Coincidentally, Trump has just announced the release of the $58 million Kid Rock Ba Widda Ba Da Bang Da Bang Bible. Hey!
Here it is also necessary to mention about the tantrum of Trump on the daughter of Judge's daughter, and as consequences, the judge cited recent attacks against his daughter and rejected Mr. Trump's argument that his statements were core political speech. Gag order against Trump is expanded to bar attacks on Judge's family.
Trump has found someone new to attack. For joining us, and I think to a lot of people, the dangers of attacking a judge and his family and their family is clear. I wonder how you would respond to something like this.
Well, it's very disconcerting to have someone making comments about a judge, and it's particularly problematic when those comments are in the form of a threat, especially if they're directed at one's family.
While Trump claims his statements were core political speech, we all know it was not. Look at this social media post on 27th March by the former president. Judge Juan Merchan, who is suffering from an acute case of Trump derangement syndrome, whose daughter represents crooked Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Adam Shifty Schiff, and other radical liberals, has just posted a picture of me behind bars, her obvious goal, and makes it completely impossible for me to get a fair trial, has now issued another illegal, un-American, unconstitutional order, as he can... and those assigned or called to participate in the proceedings, that not only they, but their family members as well, are fair game.
That case has tonight just issued an expanded gag order on Mr. Trump. Last week, this judge issued an order that banned Trump from attacking witnesses or prosecutors or jurors or court staff, as well as their relatives. After that gag order, Trump started publicly attacking not only the judge, who actually is and remains sort of fair game for criticism under the gag order, But he also repeatedly went after the judge's daughter, including identifying her by name on social media. Now, the New York District Attorney, the prosecutor who has brought this case, asked the judge to expand the gag order to include family members of the judge and family members of the DA, of the prosecutor. Tonight, the judge has done just that. So again, the gag order still doesn't apply to the judge himself or the prosecutor himself, but it does now include their families.
Isn't it wise for Trump to ease up on his criticisms targeting the judge's family members? Now, when Trump has posted $175 million, this act of him suspended any action that Jamisko will take against his properties in response to the judgment until at least September, when the state appeals court also set a schedule to hear his appeal of the $464 million verdict against him. Alina Habba, an attorney for Trump, said Trump's payment was made as promised. He looks forward to vindicating his rights on appeal and overturning this unjust verdict. Habba said.
Very good news for Donald Trump to do this. If he had not been able to post this bond, that meant that the state of New York could start seizing his property. Now, this situation is frozen for the duration, at least, of the appeal to the Appellate Division, First Department, which is a notoriously slow court. So I think this means months of no action in this case against his property. So that's good news.
The whole idea of...
For now, it is a great relief for Trump and co., as Trump scored a win by staving off enforcement of the multi-million-dollar judgment by paying his bond. But whether Trump's properties and other assets remain in his control depends on the success of his appeal of his verdict as a whole. It would be devastating if the appeal was affirmed, said Gregory Germain, a law professor at Syracuse University. With all the challenges Trump faces, can he still run for future elections? Will his bold speeches win back voters who left him last time? And what about his legal troubles? Stay with us to find out. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our channel.